Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Senti, and on today's video we're going to talk about 21 things I learned before turning 21. This channel is about self-development, growth, fashion, wellness, and a sprinkle of lifestyle. If this sounds like your cup of tea, then subscribe and press the post notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. Number one, beauty is currency. Take pride in your appearance. Make the effort, from the way you talk to the way you sit, to the way you carry yourself out, the way you smell, the way you dress. Dress as the way you want people to perceive you. You can't be nonchalant about everything or blow F-bombs everywhere and expect people to treat you with respect. You gotta carry yourself out in a certain manner if you want to be treated in a certain. Number two, it's okay to start late. We are all on different timelines. Do not compare yourself to your friends, your peers, your siblings, your cousins, people around you, and think that you are late. We are all on different time zones. So please give yourself some grace and work towards your goal. This does not mean you should procrastinate though, because you still need to work, you still need to have a plan, but just don't be too hard on yourself. Number three, give yourself some grace. It's okay to start late, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to fail, it's okay to not have everything figured out right now. It's okay, you're doing well. If you told me 2-3 years ago that I'll be here right now, living in a different country, experiencing all the things I'm experiencing right now, I wouldn't believe you. But I'm giving myself some grace because I'm doing well. That's what you are doing as well. You're doing well for yourself. Give yourself some grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. Number four, you cannot pour from an empty cup. I know as young people, we always have people-pleasing tendencies and we want to be there for everybody, but you can't be there with somebody or for somebody if you're not fulfilled, if you're not okay mentally, physically, you're always feeling drained. You can't be there for someone else if you can't be there for yourself. So you gotta ensure that your cup is full, you are fulfilled, your goals and dreams and life is well attended at or attended for before you start helping other people. Hey guys, so as I'm editing, I realized I don't have the clip for 6. So with 6, do not get mad when people say no or they can't help you. I know we always help people and we expect the same, but they won't. And don't be mad if they don't. When you're pointing one finger at somebody, 3 fingers are pointing back. So think about this every time you're in an argument, you're in a fight, an altercation. Ask yourself, what was your contribution in the fight? What was your impact in the fight? Even if you know that the person was wrong, but what was your impact? What was your response? Did you handle it well? What can you do in the future to attract people that are not like that? Because it's always easy to just point fingers at the other person, especially if you know for sure that they are wrong. But you also had something to do with it, the fact that the altercation is between you two. And even if you know for sure that you did nothing wrong, how are you gonna move in the future with people that are not like that, help you navigate in life? Because in this one course that I was doing last year, we learned that in an argument or in a fight, it's not about the person, it's about the problem. The problem is the problem. If we're fighting in a friendship that you are selfish, so being selfish is the problem. It's not you, we should figure it out together. How can we detach ourselves from the problem, or how can we find a solution to the problem? So it's not always the other person. You also had a contribution to that. So think about. Number 8, find yourself hobbies you can do alone. I know as young people, we love hanging out with our friends, our family, especially our cousins and siblings that are similar age as us. We love company. We just cannot survive alone. But you have to try and find hobbies that will just give you me time, you know. Enjoy your own company, even if it's just meditation, taking a walk, but just have like some alone time, you know. You don't always have to be with other people. You don't need everybody's company all the time. So you need to find stuff that you enjoy to do on your own and work through that. You'll be surprised the stuff that you learn about yourself, especially me right now, because when I was back in South Africa, I always had friends. When I was in Hawaii, I was always with my friends, and now I'm here in Boise. I don't have friends at all. I know a few people, but I don't have friends. So this is one thing I'm also going to be extremely implementing in the near future, to find myself some hobbies that I can do on my own. You'll be surprised the things that you discover about yourself. Or if you have an area of improvement in your life, just do that, you know. If you want to explore art, if you want to get your health right, you can start by walking, you know. These things can really improve your life, and enjoying your own company is not bad. Being alone and being lonely are two different things. So being alone is healthy, being lonely, not so healthy. So you gotta enjoy your own company. Number 9, be mindful of your finances. As young people, I know, especially if you don't have expenses, you tend to spend, shopping, going out, doing this, doing that. But it's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it. If you work hard now, work like a slave, you spend your whole life like a king. So be mindful of your income or allowance. Track everything, track your expenses. Use the 50-30-20 rule, which is 50% your needs, 30% your wants, and 20% savings. Try side hustles as well. But if you have a job, ensure that your side hustle is something that you really like, because you don't want to be working 2 jobs, you know. Rather a job and a hobby that pays, you know. So find something that you love and make money from it, and then you're gonna take it from there. Number 10, do whatever job you can, even if it's not pretty. I know back home, if you have like a low paying job, like a waiter or a cashier, or the gas people pumping gas in your car, you tend to be embarrassed and you don't want to do that, you know. Or you're just a packer, people don't want to do those jobs because it's embarrassing, because it's a low wage job. But guys, don't look at it like that. Look at it as a starting point. Little money is some money. It's better than no money. So whatever job you can get your hands on, do it. Even if it's not pretty, even if it's not to your standards, even if it's embarrassing, do it, you know. Because the lessons that you learn when you start earning or working will carry on in your life. You know how to stretch the dollar, you know how to stretch that money, because you've been broke. So when you do get a job that pays well, you know how to work your money around, you know. There's a lot of lessons that you're gonna learn from that job. Main important thing is getting those lessons, saving, stretching a dollar, treating people well, because you know you've been there, you know. So always take any job that you can find. Number 11, start now. Whether it's a new business, going to the gym, starting a new hobby, going back to school, whatever it is, there is never a perfect time to start. So don't wait for the perfect time. Like, for example, going to the gym. If it's Wednesday and you feel like you have energy on Wednesday, work out on Wednesday. Don't wait for Monday, because I do that all the time. If I have energy on Wednesday, I'm like, oh, but it's Wednesday, I'll start on Monday. And then Monday comes, Monday I don't have energy, you know, and then it ends up being that cycle. So if you have an idea or a dream or an ambition, don't wait for the perfect time. There won't be a perfect time. The fact that you have that idea right now is the perfect time. Like with me and my YouTube, I have been wanting to open or start a YouTube channel for a year now, but I haven't started because I was just waiting for the perfect time. And so I was like, no, let me just grab the camera and just go with it. I don't have any fancy cameras or fancy equipment. It's just me and my iPhone, but it's working, you know. I'm learning a lot from it. So it's okay. Start ugly, start unprepared, start sketchy, but you started, you know, and then everything else will build. Number 12, your body is evolving and it's normal. Guys, growing up, I was small built. I was not skinny, but I wasn't big either. So I was pretty much small, short, small, super tiny waist. I was about 55, 58 kilos, mostly 55. But I had to accept that I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm not 16, I'm not in high school, I'm not tiny. I'm 21 and I'm growing and I'm becoming a young adult. Although right now I'm a little overweight and I need to lose some weight, but I'm not gonna be that tiny anymore because I'm not a baby anymore, you know. So that's what you guys should understand as well. Don't beat up yourself. Like, I'm so big, I'm so big, I'm so ugly. You're not. You're evolving. Your body's evolving. You're not the same size as you were when you were 6 as well. Because why? You were a baby then. You're a grown up now, so you should embrace that growth, embrace that evolution of yourself. You are in a new era, you're tapping in a new era. You're not gonna be that same tiny baby size anymore. At 13, you don't need to act like how you feel. Just because somebody rubbed you off the wrong way does not mean you should react and stoop to their level. People and the devil will test your patience. Trust me, I've experienced this so much. It's not worth it. Reacting with anger and frustration will always have you regretting at the end of the day. So just because you're angry, just because you're fuming, does not mean you have to act that way. Number 14, stop settling. Whether it's family, friends, or a relationship, do not settle for ill treatment or mediocre efforts. If your friends have mean vibes and have main character syndrome, there's no need for you to settle. If they're not reciprocating what you give off, cut them off. If you are in a relationship and you can see that the person does not value the same values that you have or give off what you are giving to them, there's no need for you to settle just because they're a good guy and they're providers and this, that, and that. If they're not loyal, if they're not communicating or having whatever things that you prioritize, if they're not meeting those standards, cut it off. There's no reward for suffering. There is absolutely no reward for suffering. So if you feel uncomfortable or somebody is not valuing you as a person, there's no need to settle. Number 15, have a bedtime. Bedtimes are not a punishment anymore like it was when we were kids. You really need it. Your body needs the recharge. You need to have 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. So having a bedtime is so important. It also helps with your cortisol levels, which are your stress hormones that help with weight loss, because sometimes you'll have a big puffy face and bloated tummy and you don't know what's happening. It's probably your cortisol levels, and one way to treat that is having enough sleep. Number 16, nobody's thinking about you. If you're one person who's always worried who's gonna say this and that and the other, nobody's thinking about you. As much as I've been preaching that your appearance is important and how you portray yourself, but it's not the end all be all. Nobody cares. Have you ever been like in a place where you see somebody who's dressed like terribly and you're like, damn, that person did not put a good outfit together, but do you remember them today? No, you don't, because it doesn't matter. It's not that deep. So stop worrying about who's thinking this and who's thinking that, because nobody's thinking that. People have lives, people have bills, people have families, people have so much going on in their lives to worry about you. So if you worry about who's gonna say what, nobody's worrying about that, honey. 17, romanticize your life. Make every single day and every single moment special, because you are special. Romanticize every aspect of your life, whether you're just taking a shower or you're writing on your journal or planner or just doing homework. You can light up a candle and have a cute snack and a cute drink. It doesn't need to be alcoholic, but it can be in a pretty glass with maybe a little bit of a lime on the side. Just romanticize your life. Make every moment special. You don't need a special moment or a special person in order for your day or your life to be magical. You can do that by yourself. 18, a bad day is not a bad life. We all have bad days. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. If you have a bad day, it's good to acknowledge your feelings, not just tuck them away and put them on the side. But you can't just dwell on it. You can't be binge eating and binge watching series, stuffing your face the whole day just because you're sad and you're having a bad day. You can try and do stuff that make you happy. If you're an artist and you love drawing, just take out your anger on some drawing. Or if you like chocolate, buy yourself a packet of your favorite chocolate, or run yourself a warm bubble bath, or just take a walk. Find something that fulfills you and use that as a coping mechanism as opposed to just rotting. So we all have bad days. It's normal. Acknowledge it, but don't dwell in it. Number 19, trust your intuition. If your intuition tells you it's wrong, it most probably is. Do not ignore that inner feeling, that inner voice. Do not ignore it. If you're doing something and it feels right, don't feel guilty about it either. Just because maybe it's not what society wants you to feel. If you want to be an artist or you want to be a model, if that feels good to you inside, do it. Don't try and fit into society's expectations of how your life should be. If it feels good to you, it probably is good. If it feels bad, run away from it. Number 20, travel. You don't need a lot of money or exorbitant amounts of money. You can go to a nearby town. You can just start small, even if it's once or twice a year with your friends. If you have a large group, it's better because you can share the cost. But travel, guys. Don't stay in your hometown, because what you learned in your hometown is just that boxed in image of how the world is. As soon as you step out of that, you step out of your comfort zone, you will learn a lot about other people, a lot about how the world actually is, and a lot about yourself also. Like being in a new environment or in a different environment unpacks a lot of stuff that you didn't know about yourself. So I recommend traveling a lot. 21, I am because you are. This is a philosophy that we use a lot back home, which simply means you cannot go through this life alone. You need other people. Being independent is good, but you tend to be a loner, which is not what we're here in this world for. You need people. You cannot just be ignorant and egoistic and be like, I don't need you. You do, even if it's not financially, but emotionally, psychologically. You need a sense of belonging. You need people around you. So everybody needs that wake-up call, especially young people, because we are too quick to just ignore everybody and cut off everybody, who don't agree with whatever we are saying. But that's not what we're here for in this world. We are here for each other and to be with each other. So I am because you are. That's it for today's video, guys. If you've made it this far, please drop me a purple heart emoji so I know you've made it this far. Thank you so much for your support. See you on my next video. Bye.